Women, what are some questions you've always wanted to ask men, but were too embarrassed? Can you feel our boobs when we hug? Yes. And it's kept on the DL to not ruin chances of future hugs because hugs are great. Is it true you really get random boners? Yes. Distressingly often as a teen, but even later on it happens. I remember my teenage years. Teacher calls on me to write something on the board. My dick, let's fucking go. What happens to your balls when you run? Are they just banging around? Do they stick between your thighs? Do they end up tucked? I've been dying to know, thanks. Update. Did not expect this to blow. Thank you for the awards and all of the insightful and valuable information. For most answers I received, I had more questions which were answered before I could even ask them. I can now say that I know what happens to your balls when folks are in motion or stationary. Again, thanks y'all. This had been bugging me for a while, lol. The nutsack isn't always floppy, it scrunches up or loosens. They don't flop when scrunched. Also underwear keeps it in place. Is your orgasm better with oral or vaginal sex? Yes. The quality of orgasm has essentially nothing to do with the medium of acquisition and everything to do with the physical and mental state that one is in. They are all good. But I've had some amazing BJs before that are legit memorable. I'd say BJs have a lower mean but a higher standard deviation, while vaginal sex has a higher mean, but much lower standard deviation. A great BJ is better than anything. An average BJ is not as good as average vaginal sex. A bad BJ is worse than bad vaginal. What does it feel like to run with no underwear on? Does it just flop around? Does it hurt? Does the bouncing get you hard? It kinda flops around. It doesn't hurt and the bouncing doesn't get me hard. What does an erection feel like? It depends if it is your penis or not. Wait a damn minute. Is it true that guys generally hesitate or avoid going up to and talking women that are super attractive? I mean like a 9 or a 10/10. Is attractiveness, appearance something that makes you stall when shooting your shot? Can't speak for all guys, but what I tell myself, why the hell would someone like her be interested in someone like me? No, as a guy I feel like you spoke for me very well. Y'all are straight up staring at our buttholes while we're doing it doggy style, aren't you? What happens if there's a hemorrhoid? Edit. H-O-O-Y falls off chair, wow. Thanks for the awards, rip my notifications. Glad I could ask the burning question that apparently a great many of us needed the answer to, lol. Who would look upon the majesty of the Grand Canyon and complain about a misshapen rock or bush? Holy fuck, this guy needs to write poems. I'm with someone who buys me flowers to make me smile. What would be something I could do similarly for him, that is non-sexual, that would brighten his day? Be the big spoon, scalp massage, back rub, not necessarily a massage either. Next time y'all are watching TV in bed or on the couch, let him lay his head on your chest or lap, and run your fingers through his hair, or just pet his back like a dog. Even better if he's shirtless and you can lightly scratch his back. May not seem like much, but it makes a big impact on us, even if we may not immediately show it. For me, it slows my mind, helps me stop thinking for a while and process the here and now so much better. What the fuck do you do with someone's balls during sex? Be very, very gentle with them. Testicular pain can make you lose an erection, even for people who have that as a fetish. Does what our vaginas look like truly matter to you, like girls having longer lips and such? I've always felt incredibly self-conscious about guys going down on me, even if guys have never mentioned it before. Edit. Strangers on the internet finally made me feel good about my body. Vaginas are like pizza. Whatever it looks like, it's still going in my mouth. Do pussies generally smell appealing? Good hygiene counts. Edit. This goes for the guys too. In my experience, yes. But some of my friends have stories that made me thanking all the gods that are and were for my outstanding luck. How often do men want to be hugged? Does it feels clingy if a girl offers it every now and then? Edit. This thread felt like a survey XD, and reading all the comments, I think the conclusion is 97% of men loves it and most of them are really starved of hugs. 2% of men don't mind if they are offered. 0.1% don't like it. Thanks to all the men out there for opening up. Girls just shower your soul with the hugs. They love it as much as we do. For the rest, 3% just ask for their consent. I don't know how many guys I speak for, but for me, being hugged by a girl you're dating or are close with is like getting permission to relax and be happy. How much does height matter in attraction? Unless she's a giant Amazonian lady, height doesn't factor at all. If she is a giant Amazonian lady, I'm free this weekend. Death by snoo snoo. Do you guys wipe your dick after you go pee? Or do you just shake it, assume it's good, then put it back in your pants? Doesn't that leave a little bit of pee in the tip? Why would you do that instead of just taking a bit of toilet paper and dabbing your ween? Edit. I don't mean wiping your dick like you'd wipe your ass. I'm realizing now that wipe was the wrong word, Lmfao. No matter how much you wiggle and dance, the very last drop goes down your pants. Do you ever worrying about what your friends think of the attractiveness of your girlfriend, wife? Like, are you ever worried that people you know don't find her good looking or judge you for being with her? This question is obviously coming straight from my insecurities, lol. I actually did have this fear with my last girlfriend. She was a bigger girl and I wasn't really concerned about what they thought, but just didn't want anyone being judgmental toward her. It's hard to explain. I wasn't ashamed of her or anything, just hate the thought of people judging her by her appearance. What do you want a woman to say to you if she likes you? In terms of confessing her feelings or expressing interest. Edit. Thank you everyone for the great advice and tips. I'm 30 and still trying to figure out dating. I'm generally shy and feel vulnerable easily. I really appreciate all the tips. Edit again. Thanks for the awards. I'm so damn oblivious and basically never even think a girl might be interested in me. Please be direct and just ask me if I'd like to go on a date. Edit. Holy shit, this blew up. Thanks everyone. What makes you really like a girl? If she laughs at my jokes. A cute laugh, smile is a huge plus. If girl laughs from my jokes, I am done. That girl already in my mind. Are all boobies good boobies? Boobs. The best boobs are boobs I can touch. The second best boobs are boobs I can look at. In a distant third are how big they are. Personally, I love itty bitty titties. I know a lot of guys prefer huge boobs, but all of us prefer all boobs we can touch over all boobs we can't touch. Do you guys really appreciate a woman that makes the move? Whether you are newly dating or married for years, I want him to feel wanted by me and I want to convey that ... Or do you guys feel it could threaten them a little bit? I know it sounds weird and maybe old school, but I have always wondered what the answer is. Thanks, Edit. Wow, so many great responses. Thank you all. I am planning a special night for my sulfur monoxide thanks to all the great suggestions on here. I'm going to make the night all about him. Do you guys really appreciate a woman that makes the move? Whether you are newly dating or married for years? Appreciate, most of us are desperate for that. Also, I am not sure about the accuracy of this statement, but the relationships where the women made the first move, according to stats, 86% of them ended in marriages. Also, it feels great to be wanted by someone when all your life you have been doing for everyone else. Do you play with your balls like we play with our tits? Like juggle them and stuff, or is that too painful? What is the action that actually hurts balls? Is there anything you think it compares to in female anatomy? What does it feel like to get hit accidentally, not kicked purposefully but like, flicked, etc. in the balls? What hurts the balls is sudden pressure. For example, if I am running away from my neighbor Jim, who just caught me shitting in his lawn, my balls are gently slapping against my leg, which does not hurt. However, when Jim catches me and kicks me in the balls, that is a very sudden application of a very high amount of pressure, which hurts quite a lot. What does it feel like to get hit accidentally, not kicked purposefully but like, flicked, etc. in the balls? A sharp and intense pain that radiates into the lower abdomen. If I had to describe it, it'd be like a super intense and sharp stomachache. On the balls themselves, you probably know already. Haven't you ever taken a hit to the ovaries or kidney? It's pain to an organ. How much does being punched in the balls hurt? It's bad. It's bad. First you feel the normal pain of just being punched, then there's a slight delay, and then there's this entirely unique, sickly, extremely strong pain that happens. It's almost like a second type of pain specifically evolved to convince men to protect their junk. What do you think of fatherhood? Do you think the treatment of fatherhood is fair compared to motherhood? I never wanted kids because I had a painful childhood. I've got a 3-year-old daughter and she's awesome. I like that she likes a lot of the things I do. I'm a wilderness skills instructor and she knows lots of plants already. If she wants to learn knitting, I'll teach her. If she wants to learn friction fires, I'll teach her that too. My wife and I were expecting a boy, but we lost him. That was fucking awful. We are expecting again and it's a boy. I'm pretty excited for that. A couple of empathetic little badasses running around sounds great. For the first 2 pregnancies I was scared. Now I just trust the universe and that we are a good team. Edit. Wow, thanks to everyone for the support. I just found out this morning that it's going to be a boy.